take the first, and you keep them coming. We know a lot about turning. Hey, what you know?
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran by the luxuries up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They know it's before the sick. Let these cowards tell it.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And it's a pretty good return here as we get this up to the 29.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at the Steeler defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's good.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Lions at 8-6 now on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Goff now looks to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
It's now third down.
I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They have such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time. And it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Running left, it's Warren. We'll get this up to about the 44.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5. A handoff for Warren. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. 43 yards rushing so far. And this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Allen brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
A 49-yard attempt.
Definitely a hiccup in the operation there, and that is going to come up short, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Nothing.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
He's across midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On the give, it's Warren. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Warren is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on his drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting... And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play call.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And out across midfield down to the 45. 45 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw is gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And 10 yards to go.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now gone. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Results in a
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Steelers take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Goff now looking to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
In punt formation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Now run with Warren. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Out to the right here to Wilson.
Rogers pass. Complete to Logan Wilson. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Rogers. Goes in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll run it, Warren. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now it's gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. On the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
17 yards. That's another Detroit.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
This is what you know. Sexy live wild. I just want to rock. I just want to.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
180. Hard ball. What's that?
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Bates' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This one complete to Scott Miller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Warren. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Warren. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, 26.
Now it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by its big tight end. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. They'll run on first down. Warren. And they got it inside the 10 and the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Gone. And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Lions.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 175 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Black 20, 2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Gibbs straight ahead. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on third and 4.
And that was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's not the run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third and 11. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jonnu Smith, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Chris
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions, 17.
Criswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 more on that one and another first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 37-yard line.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That's Levi Onwuzurike fighting through and punishing the offense. A big tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2nd and 11 now.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They try the left side with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one out.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Yards on the play. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's second and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37.
That's another Detroit Lions.
To throw is Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
14 more yards. That's good for a Lions.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Goff. And this throw incomplete. The defender had an order at that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.